This is a review of Joel Becker's book, Sonic Boom. Becker is the composer who specializes in sonic branding. In his book, he explains how companies, brands, and individuals can strategically use sound to get to the core of their mission, to influence how they are perceived by their audience and gain a competitive advantage. Sound as a revenue driver is one of the main themes in the book. Even small companies can make low-cost sonic decisions like being thoughtful about what overhead music they play to potentially improve their bottom line. The author encourages everyone to exert more control over the personal soundscapes that permeate our lives as we move between home, car, work, shops, and restaurants. He believes we have these amazing opportunities to both set the tone and experience for people and give them information in an instant. The book also looks towards the future of marketing. Beckerman predicted that consumers will interact with screens less and less as technology becomes more advanced. In that era, sound will become even more paramount as a signal to the brain. I agree with Beckerman's conclusions on the importance of sound branding. Sound is accessible and understandable by people, regardless of language and education. It can convey a large amount of information and trigger memories and emotions fairly quickly to many people at once. Sound allows multitasking, doesn't cost much, and is the only element that can change the experience instantly. The use of sound as a strategic design tool combined with scent, textures, and visuals can engage the senses in a powerful and memorable way, with the potential to influence customer behavior, increase enjoyment, and promote purchase. At a personal level, I apply that in my life when dealing with my baby. Using certain sounds or rhymes for each activity I do with him, he now associates sound with each activity. For reference, here is a list of the 10 most addictive sounds in the world. As we can see, 7 out of 10 are indeed sonic brands, we know, which emphasizes the importance of sonic branding. Success stories I would like to mention of using sound in marketing include Chili's, that uses the sizzle sound of fajita platters to trigger orders from other diners, and that's known as the fajita effect. Disney as well uses sound to move people through amusement parks. And finally, cinemas that use sound in the background that gives us a more realistic feeling of events we watch. On the other hand, he's a failure story that resulted due to neglecting the importance of sound. Frito-Lay's Sun Chips bag was 100% biodegradable, and that appeals to a lot of people. However, it was rejected by consumers as there was so much noise, let's call it sonic trash, associated with it. Finally, I will use hospitals as an example of how sound can be utilized to enhance operations of an entity. Hospitals can use custom-tailored audio sounds in the following areas: advertising, videos, podcasts, on-hold music, parking lots, corridors, waiting areas, treatment rooms, website and mobile apps, and transportation. Two things I dislike about this book. First, Beckerman's case studies at times focus on marketing his services instead of being useful tool to other businesses and a useful experience to adopt. The book does not come with a digital edition also with the uh, clips. So audience cannot relate to these clips referenced in the book. I would like to share also these tips on how to select sound for marketing. So first, use a positive sound to enhance the experience. For example, a cash register or a credit card reader should have an appealing confirmation sound when transaction is completed. Also, consider your brand personality and the type of sound your audience hear all day. And finally, plan how the sound will be played and heard in your store environment. Make sure it's high quality. I conclude by saying the power of music has the ability to seduce the soul, raise the spirit, build social connections, increase purchases, and strengthen and recognize brands. Used well, whether part of a product, a retail experience, or a TV spot, Sound can be both a powerful brand asset and used to enhance the perceived value, quality, and effectiveness of a product.